Hello everyone, good morning. Hi, I hope you all have watched yesterday's video of electricity. So let us first of all revise few concepts of yesterday's part. What we discussed yesterday was charge. Charge unit is charge is Q is symbol and coulomb is its unit, right? Then we checked for current, symbol is I, unit is ampere, and its formula I is equals to Q by T. We check two definitions of current. One is current and one is ampere. So current and 1 ampere. So these two definitions very important. Fine. Then we check for potential difference V. Its symbol is also V and unit is V as well. Uh, it is also considered to be PD. PD in sense potential difference or voltage. Then we have its formula V is equals to W upon Q, work done to move unit positive charge. It has also got two definition. One is PD definition and second is 1 volt definition. So this few concepts we discussed yesterday. At the same time we discuss about connection in series and connection in parallel. So what is that connection in series and connection in parallel? In series, and here is parallel, in series the current remains same. That means if the current is divided, then we call it as in parallel connection. For an example, if I take the resistances or resistors in this manner, this is R1 and this is R2. So if the current is passing through the R1, the same current is passing through R2. Whereas in this case, the current when it passing through it, it is dividing for R1 and R2. Okay. So when the current divides, it is nothing but in parallel. So this is what we discussed yesterday. At the same time, there can be series and parallel combination as well. Now, for an example, this is a kind of example where I can consider them to be series as well as parallel. Now, for an example, if I take this R1, R2, and R3, so it's very clear R1 is connected in series, whereas R2 and R3 are parallel to each other. So it's not geometrically parallel to each other, but I hope you understand that the current is getting divided. So there can be possibility that we have series and parallel combination as well. So that we need to understand that in the later part again we have got the same thing again, especially in numericals this particular part is going to be helpful. But why this was required, the series and parallel, to understand ammeter and voltmeter. So when ammeter is to be connected and when voltmeter is to be connected in the circuit to measure current and potential difference, then how ammeter is connected? Ammeter is connected in series combination, and whereas potential difference to measure voltmeter is connected in parallel combination. Okay, so how is ammeter connected? Let us understand that. Ammeter is connected, suppose imagine if this is the circuit, this is the battery. If battery is there, there should be a key, and here is the resistance. The same thing here also, I'll go for it. Battery, plug key, and here is the resistor. Resistor in sense you can use any appliances, bulb or anything. So how is ammeter used to check the current flowing through the circuit? The ammeter is connected in the series combination, not necessarily here. It can be anywhere. Okay. So it's positive end connected to the positive end of the ammeter and it's negative end connected to the negative end of the ammeter in this manner. So positive and negative of the ammeter is always depend on the battery. Okay. Same way voltmeter. Voltmeter is connected parallel to the resistor. So in this way the voltmeter is connected. It's so clear, so very clear. And in the same way positive and negative charges, the point to the battery positive is to be mentioned positive and point to the battery negative considered to be negative. Very clear. So this is how the connections are done. Clear? Got it? It's a very simple approach. Very simple approach. So once you get this idea, the further part is going to become very simple for you. So let's go ahead with the next part. Let me just discard it. Yes, another thing we left, we forgot difference between ammeter and voltmeter. That was a very, very important question. So please do write that question in your notebook. चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं. Now we have Ohm's law. Okay, the first law. Let me tell you, this topic has got just three different formulae. That's it. One is Ohm's law, then is connection in series and connection in parallel. That's it. Finish. The topic will end here. But that you have to understand very properly, and at the same time, numericals based on this are quite difficult. So, topic is not difficult. Topic is very simple. Only thing is that the numericals based on these topics are bit confusing. Okay, of course, that we will be covering in the video itself. So let's start Ohm's law. What Ohm had done, um, he just found a relation between, in fact, a relation between potential difference V and current. Okay, so it's very clear. Potential difference means battery provides the potential difference. As battery is providing potential difference in the circuit, the charge is moving. That means the current is flowing. So they are related to each other. And it's very clear that in case if we increase the battery or potential difference of the battery, voltage of the battery, then isn't it the current also should increase? So it's a very simple idea that Ohm is putting forward, that potential difference is directly proportional to the current, right? Potential difference is directly proportional to the current flowing through the circuit, and that's the Ohm's law. Simple. But only thing is that words have to be very proper. So that's why let's understand it. So potential difference V across the ends of the conductor. So always remember, potential difference is always across or between the 2 points. ऐसे ही होता है. So potential difference V across the ends of the conductor carrying current is directly proportional to the current flowing through the circuit. Okay, provided that its physical state remains same. A conductor का physical state should remain same. That means the conductor should have the same temperature, it should have same length, it should have same width. Everything should remain same. In case if the conductor is changing, that means it's we are changing the conductor's length or something, then it will not be showing the same result that it is directly proportional. Okay, so that's the problem here. Anyway, again I repeat, the potential difference across the current, मतलब it's very clear है कि पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस बढ़ेगा तो करंट भी बढ़ेगा, एंड पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस कम होगा तो करंट भी कम होगा. तो इट्स वेरी सिंपल थिंग कि पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू द करंट. Only thing is that properly we need to understand the statement. The potential difference across the conductor carrying current is directly proportional to the current flowing through it, provided that its physical state remains same, right? So what I got it here is this. That means V is directly proportional to I. Okay, and in last year's few topics of physics we have already learned that this proportional sign we can make equal to sign by adding some constant, right? Yes or no? So that constant here is nothing but R. Okay, R is nothing but resistance. What is R? R is resistance. So V is equals to IR is our typical formula, or R is equals to V upon I is our typical formula of Ohm's law. So henceforth, after this, you all will be remembering this as a Ohm's law formula. R is equals to V upon I. Okay, so we have learned in this topic, first of all, charge, then current, then potential difference, and now resistance. Okay, so resistance क्या होता है? Let us see what exactly the resistance is. Resistance is a property of conductor to resist the flow of charge through it. So resistance क्या होता है? It actually opposes the flow of a current. It oppose करता है. Okay, to an extent. It opposes the current from a circuit. This particular resistance to the current is nothing but resistance of the circuit or resistance of the conductor. This resistance is measured in ohm. Okay, now that is you need to understand. The SI unit symbol is R and SI unit is ohm. Ohm is written in this way. Okay, it's a symbol for it. Okay, ओमेगा इनफैक्ट ये जो सिंबल है इसको ओमेगा बोलते हैं. ठीक है, बट हम लोग उसको क्या बोलेंगे, ओहम बोलेंगे. ठीक है, तो दिस इज अ सिंबल एंड द फॉर्मूला फॉर आर इज इक्वल्स टू वी अपॉन आई. ये तो हमने अब अभी देखा. वी इज पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस, आई इज करंट. Okay, V is measured in voltage, volt, and I is measured in ampere. So 1 volt and 1 ampere is nothing but going to give us 1 ohm resistance. So definition of, देख लो मैंने बोला था ऑलरेडी, कोई भी कॉन्सेप्ट आ गया तो उसका डेफिनेशन और उसके यूनिट का डेफिनेशन इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. तो रेजिस्टेंस का डेफिनेशन तो आपको समझ में आ गया. 1 ohm का डेफिनेशन देखते हैं. 1 ohm is a resistance of a conductor when potential difference of 1 volt applied at the ends and it gives 1 ampere current. Then the whatever the resistance is required or generated or of the conductor, we call that resistance is nothing but 1 ohm resistance. Okay, that means कोई भी एक कंडक्टर लो, ठीक है, उसमें से 1 वोल्ट करंट पास करो. Okay, when you send 1 volt current, 1 volt potential difference when you apply, that time if you measure its current, it is supposed to be 1 ampere. So when it is 1 ampere, that time whatever the conductor is, that conductor is called as, it has got 1 ohm resistance. That's it, a very very simple idea, isn't it? Got it? Okay, तो आगे बढ़ते हैं. This is the activity of Ohm's law. It's a very interesting activity. Interesting in sense, the connections are to be done, and with the connections, what you have to check potential difference and the current in the circuit, and you have to check whether the ratio comes same. That means what, V upon I is equals to R, and R is क्या बोला मैंने हमने कि it is constant. So for all the conditions that R should remain constant. Okay, so we have one simple example of that category, so we'll discuss that. Yeah, here we have the example. देख लो. Now this we have taken one simple example where there is a potential difference and there is a current. Okay, so a potential difference went on increasing, you can check that, and same way the current is also went on increasing, and accordingly I got this result and the table is done, table is prepared. What you have to do here is you can check V upon I. So if I divide 0.85 upon 0.5, now for an example, if I do that way, here I'll do. So 0.85 divided by 0.05. So this is V upon I. Okay. Multiplying by 100, so I get 85 upon 5. 5 ones are 5, 5 sevens are 35. So 17 is my answer, V upon I. Let's go for the next one. V upon I 1.70 upon 0.10. Again, I will be multiplying by 100 to both the side. 170 upon 10. So I get 17 again. So don't you think in all the cases, here, and here, everywhere, in fact, I'll be getting similar answers. Approximately. Let me tell you. Approximately. So every time I would get the same approximately 17 answer. So isn't it, it proves that this remain constant. V upon I always remain constant, and that constant is nothing but called as R, and it is nothing but measured in ohm, and that's it. Okay, I hope you understood. It's a very very simple idea. Okay, so आगे बढ़ते हैं. आपको इस क्वेश्चन ये नहीं था कि you have to verify whether it is what do you say, constant or no. The question is to draw the graph of it. तो you should understand to draw the graph of V and I. तो इसके लिए एक एग्जाम्पल यहाँ पे दिया हुआ है, देख लो. करंट इज ऑन द एक्स एक्सिस एंड पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस इज ऑन द वाई एक्सिस. तो वही चीज़ हम लोग यहाँ पे करते हैं. और as we got to know that the graph is supposed to be a straight line, whenever some quantity is proportional to the another one, it always gives a straight line. Okay, that to verify this question is, the question is to verify whether you get a straight line graph or no. Okay, so I'll go for the graph. Okay, so this is my y axis. ये क्या था जान दो, ठीक है. दिस इज माई एक्स एक्सिस, ठीक है. Okay, potential difference 0.85 and all, 1.7 and 3.5 and all. Okay, so it is quite difficult to plot it. तो क्या कर सकते हैं हम लोग यहाँ पे 0.5 लेंगे, 0.51, 1.5 एंड ऑल. ओके, दैट वुड बी बेटर. ओके, चलो चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं. लेकिन पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस आई हैव टू टेक इट ऑन द वाई एक्सिस. तो हियर आई विल टेक 1. तो यहाँ पे 0.5, यहाँ पे 2, यहाँ पे 3, यहाँ पे 4, here 5 एंड here 6. 6.8 भी है, मतलब ऑलमोस्ट 7 तक जाना चाहिए, ठीक है. एंड देन करंट इज 0.05 से शुरू हो जाता है, 0.1, 0. ओके ओके फाइन. ये थोड़ा सा गलत है, यहाँ पे 0.30 होना चाहिए, गलती से है. ओके, एनीवे, सो 0.2, 0.3 ऐसा है. ओके, 0.1, तो आई कैन गो फॉर इट. लाइक यहाँ पे 0.1, 0.2, 0.3 एंड 0.4, ठीक है. सो दिस वी आई कैन गो फॉर. चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं. चेंज द कलर नाउ. 0.1 नहीं है, 0.05 टू 0.85. 0.85 समवेयर इट माइट बी हियर, ठीक है. 0.1 टू 1.7, 1.7 इट मे बी समवेयर हियर, ठीक है. 0.2 टू 3.5, 3.5 is exactly here. 0.2 to 3.5 exactly here, ठीक है. 0.3 to 5, तो यहाँ पे 0.3 एंड यहाँ पे है 5. ओके, एंड 0.4 has to go to 6.8, तो it is 6.8 somewhere here. Okay, now you can check it is approximately a straight line. Okay, maybe, may not be, but still it is on the straight line. So this proves that potential difference and current are directly proportional to each other. Understood? Got the point? Graph is not difficult task for you. चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं. This is a normally asked question, in fact. This particular one, normally asked question. Okay, find resistance from the graph भी पूछा है, तो you can divide V upon I. Any V upon I you can consider. हमने अभी भी किया था. 17 ohm is the resistance. Okay, anyway, आगे बढ़ते हैं. पॉइंट्स टू रिमेंबर, देख लो, ये बहुत बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट्स हैं. ये नॉर्मली हम लोग भूल जाते हैं. करंट इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस, दैट वी हैव चेक्ड. बट ये तो फर्स्ट पॉइंट क्लियर है कि करंट इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल, इट चेंजेस विद द पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस. बट करंट इज इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल टू द रेजिस्टेंस. दैट मीन्स इफ यू इंक्रीज द रेजिस्टेंस ऑफ द कंडक्टर, श्योरली द करंट विल बी रिड्यूस्ड. ओके, इट्स अ वेरी कॉमन थिंग, इट्स अ वेरी सिंपल थिंग. तो रेजिस्टेंस इंक्रीज करोगे तो करंट भी कम फ्लो होगा, राइट. हाँ, पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस पे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता, बिकॉज पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस दैट व्हाट वी अप्लाई एज फ्रॉम द बैटरी. ओके, सो दैट्स व्हाई इट इज ऑलवेज टॉकिंग अबाउट करंट, नॉट अबाउट पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस. ओके, आगे बढ़ते हैं. दिस इज अ वेरी सिंपल आइडिया. गुड कंडक्टर्स एंड इंसुलेटर्स. Okay, so it's a very simple idea, you can read and get it done. But resistance, देख लो, good conductors are those which can, मतलब which allows the current to flow through it with very low resistance, right? Whereas insulator provide a very high resistance, like infinity, like plastic and all. Okay, it doesn't even allow the current to pass through it. Lekin there are some alloys, which comparatively provide high resistance, but it still allows the current to pass through it. Such alloys we call it as resistors. Okay, these are the resistors, let me tell you, are used for heating effect of any of the electrical body. So in case in your heater, or maybe in electric iron, whatever heating instruments are used, those are used as alloys. So why alloys are used? Because these alloys have got a tendency to allow the current to pass through it, but it actually provides heavy resistance. Due to heavy resistance, what happens is it gets heated, right? And that heat we use. Getting it clear? So it's a very simple idea, conductors and insulators, so I don't have to tell you. But this is a very, 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 very important concept of this topic. That is why metals are good conductor of electricity. So let us discuss this question very carefully, understand the concept. Okay, सबसे पहले before we start understanding why metals are good conductor of electricity, let me just tell you one simple idea that electronic configuration of metal का कैसा होता है. Electronic configuration as last year आपने देखा होगा. Okay, मे बी सोडियम का इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन होता है 2 7 एंड 1, ऐसे कुछ तो होता है सोडियम का इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन. ऐसे इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन ऑफ मेटल जो होता है वो ऐसे होता है. सो 272 या फिर 273, दैट्स इट. 274 हो गया, दैट मीन्स इट्स नॉट अ मेटल. तो metals are those whose outermost shell has got either 1, 2 or 3 electron, let me tell you. So all the metals have got very less number of electron in the outermost shell. Getting it? Understanding? So these electrons are called as free electrons. Why are they called as a free electrons? Because these are metals are ready to donate these electrons. These have got a very low force of attraction to the nucleus. So these are considered to be free electron, and these are available only and only in metals. That's the reason, because of this free electron only, in fact, the conductors, that means the metal, conduct the electricity. Okay, so let's talk about होते क्या ये free electrons and how they do conduct the electricity. So what happens, that we'll discuss right now. Why metal is considered to be a good conductor of electricity? Okay, so first of all, the first one is nothing but randomly electrons are moving because there is no charge right now allowed to pass through it. So these electrons are moving around the nucleus in any moment or in any direction. Okay, they are just moving. But when this conductor is connected to the circuit, here is positive, in fact, then what happens here is the electrons start moving from negative end to the towards the positive end. Okay, you can check that they start moving towards it. Fine. Of course, they don't exactly move to the positive charge, they don't move it, but they start moving inside the conductor. Okay, this moment or average drift of the electron moving towards the one direction, unidirection, generates current in the circuit, and which allows the current to flow through it. Okay, so I'll read the answer carefully. Metal has got a plenty of free electron in it. When conductor is not connected to the source, any source, electron move in any direction. When the conductor is connected, the electron with negative charge move towards the positive charge in the wire. This flow of electron constitutes the current in the wire. That's it. It's a very simple idea. Very, very simple idea. But why metal only conduct electricity, conduct current? The reason is nothing but free electron. Okay, due to free electron, only metal can conduct the electricity. Clear? Got it? A very, very simple question. Answer is there in front of you. Okay. Here is the numericals. Okay, we haven't yet started drawing circuit diagram and all, because that we will be discussing in a later stage, that is in the derivation of resistance in series and resistances in parallel. Okay, so that will be done tomorrow, not today. Today we'll be discussing some questions of Ohm's law. These are some questions of Ohm's law. Of course, we'll be discussing factor affecting the resistance, and that's it. This much we will be completing today. So check करते हैं. First question: when a battery of 12 volt connected across the resistance, the current is 2.5 ampere. एम्पियर नहीं है वो, क्या है देख लो, मिली एम्पियर है इन द सर्किट. कैलकुलेट द वैल्यू ऑफ रेजिस्टेंस. ओके, तो V is equals to 12 volt and I is equals to, that means current is equals to 2.5 milliampere. need to be converted into ampere. Milliampere to ampere conversion factor is 1000. Let me tell you 1000. अभी वो डिवाइड करना है मल्टीप्लाई करना है, दैट आई डोंट नो. बताओ जरा क्या करना है एग्जैक्टली. यहाँ पे हमें मल्टीप्लाई नहीं करना है, डिवाइड करना है. सो 2.5 divided by 1000 ampere. Okay, I told you already, when smaller unit to larger unit you are going divide करना है, and larger to smaller करना है तो multiply करना है. सिंपल सी बात है. ओके, चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं. R इज इक्वल टू अपना ओम्स लॉ क्या बोलता है, V अपॉन आई होता है, राइट. V अपॉन आई. तो ये हो गया मेरा 12 वोल्ट अपॉन 2.5 डिवाइडेड बाय 1000. डिवाइड बाय 1000 ये हो जाएगा इंटू 1000, राइट. तो 12,000 डिवाइडेड बाय 2.5. अगेन इसको 10 से मल्टीप्लाई करना पड़ेगा और 10 से मल्टीप्लाई करना पड़ेगा, राइट. तो इट इज़ 1,20,000 divided by 25. You can divide this easily, right, and get the answer in some answer here, and you get your answer in ohm. Ohm to be written as this with this symbol, right. इजी है ना, कोई ज़्यादा डिफिकल्ट नहीं है, एकदम सिंपल सी बात है. हाँ, कन्वर्जन फैक्टर आपको पता होना ही चाहिए, एंड कोई यही तो है सिर्फ सिंपल कन्वर्जन फैक्टर. और क्या है, मिली एम्पेयर टू एम्पेयर, फिनिश्ड, दैट्स इट. और फिर एम्पेयर टू मिली एम्पेयर इन केस. ठीक है, होप यू कैन रिमेंबर. चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं. व्हाट पीडी इज रिक्वायर्ड. पीडी इन सेंस पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस इज रिक्वायर्ड अक्रॉस द कंडक्टर टू सेंड 6 एम्पियर करंट थ्रू एनी अप्लायंसेस ऑफ रेजिस्टेंस 40 ओहम. 40 ओहम दिया हुआ है, 40 ओहम. ओके चलो ठीक है, चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं, फटाफट कंप्लीट करते हैं, दोनों क्वेश्चंस भी कंप्लीट कर देते हैं वन फास्ट. 40 ओहम. ओके, सो I is equals to 6 ampere and R is equals to 40 ohm. तो कैन यू फाइंड पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस. चलो इस फॉर्मूला एक ही है, V अपॉन आई बराबर है. रेजिस्टेंस कितना हो गया 40, राइट. V पता नहीं है, I कितना हो गया 6, शिफ्ट कर दो. ओके, सो 240 वोल्ट इज इक्वल्स टू V. फिनिश, दैट्स इट. ईजी है ना, बहुत सिंपल है, कुछ नहीं है इसमें. मैथ्स से तो बहुत ज़्यादा सिंपल है, राइट. अ कार हेडलाइट वर्क्स ऑन 12 वोल्ट. 12 वोल्ट दिख रहा है, मतलब पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस पी डी इज इक्वल्स टू 12 वोल्ट. ओके, एंड ड्रॉज करंट आई इज इक्वल्स टू 0.5 एम्पियर, राइट. फाइंड द रेजिस्टेंस, आर फाइंड करना है. कर सकते हो आप लोग, इजीली फाइंड कर सकते हो, कन्वर्जन की कोई फैक्टर की ज़रूरत नहीं है, ईजी है, बहुत सिंपल सिंपल थिंग्स हैं. चलो ये देखते हैं, यहाँ पे अगेन मिली एम्पियर आ गया, देख लो. ठीक है, देखते हैं. A potential difference of 10 volt needed to make a current of this ampere flows through a wire. What PD needed to make the current this much? ठीक है, तो सबसे पहले हमें क्या फाइंड करना पड़ेगा कि पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस तो मेरे पास दिया हुआ है एंड आई नो द करंट फ्लोइंग थ्रू इट. ठीक है, तो कैन आई फाइंड द रेजिस्टेंस ऑफ वायर, बिकॉज कोई भी वायर का रेजिस्टेंस जो होता है वो क्या रहेगा, कॉन्स्टेंट रहेगा. दैट वी हैव डिस्कस्ड already in the Ohm's law. Okay, R remain constant, right. R is a constant. So potential difference दिया हुआ है, फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट देख लो, पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस दिया हुआ है, करंट दिया हुआ है, कैन आई फाइंड इट्स रेजिस्टेंस. सो R इज इक्वल टू V अपॉन आई. ठीक है, V कितना है मेरे पास 10 वोल्ट, I कितना है 0.02 मल्टीप्लाई बाय 100, मल्टीप्लाई बाय 100. सो व्हाट डू आई गेट हियर इज नथिंग बट 1000 डिवाइडेड बाय 2 मिल जाएगा. तो इट इज़ 500 ओहम. ऑफ कोर्स रेजिस्टेंस इज 500 ओहम. तो वॉट एवर आई हैव नाउ फॉर द वायर, रेजिस्टेंस आर इज इक्वल्स टू 500 ओहम, ये तो कांस्टेंट रहेगा, इट वोंट चेंज. एंड नाउ व्हाट आई नीड कि करंट आई, ओके, करंट आई इज सपोज टू बी 250 मिली एम्पियर. मतलब कितना एम्पियर हो जाएगा, 250 अपॉन 1000 एम्पियर होना चाहिए, राइट. इतने एम्पियर के लिए मेरे पास क्या चाहिए, पी डी कितना होना चाहिए, मतलब वी फाइंड करना है अभी. तो व्हाट इज आर इज इक्वल्स टू वी अपॉन आई. वी फाइंड करना है तो वी इज इक्वल्स टू आई इंटू आर, विच इज आई कितना है मेरे पास 250 अपॉन 1000. आर इज 500, राइट. 0 0 गेट कैंसिल, 5 2s are 2, 125 मे बी 125, yes 125. So how much V is required, V in sense the potential difference, how much potential difference is required here. It is nothing but 125 volt potential difference is required to make the current from it 250 milliampere. Got it? Understanding. I hope you're clear with this. So it's a very very easy concept, not at all difficult. चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं. अ करंट ओके एंड करंट के बीच में गैप है. अ करंट ऑफ 200 मिली एम्पियर मतलब 200 अपॉन 1000 एम्पियर फ्लोज थ्रू 4K ओहम रेजिस्टर. 4K मतलब 4000, के का मतलब 1000, किलो, राइट, 1000, 4K 4000. ठीक है. रेजिस्टर फाइंड पीडी अक्रॉस द रेजिस्टर. सिंपल कन्वर्ट करके फाइंड कर सकते हो, देयर इज नो प्रॉब्लम, राइट. चलो आज के दिन का लास्ट पार्ट. व्हाट आर द फैक्टर्स अफेक्टिंग रेजिस्टेंस? लेट मी टेल यू. रेजिस्टेंस ऑफ द कंडक्टर, ऑफ कोर्स द कंडक्टर अफेक्ट द रेजिस्टेंस ऑफ द सर्किट और रेजिस्टेंस ऑफ द कंडक्टर. कंडक्टर का मटेरियल मैटर करता है. बट देर आर सम अदर फैक्टर्स ऑल्सो दैट अफेक्ट्स द रेजिस्टेंस. ओके, तो व्हाट आर दोज? सो इफ आई इंक्रीज द लेंथ ऑफ द कंडक्टर, you can easily understand that कि length of the conductor increase हुआ तो isn't it that will actually increase the resistance. Okay, so if I take a small conductor it will offer less resistance, and if I take a large long conductor it will of course क्या करेगा, heavy resistance apply करेगा. Okay, so length of the conductor increases the resistance. Okay, then area of cross section. Let me tell you, if I take a small wire and if I take a thick wire in this manner, okay, this applies more resistance compared to this. Okay, so cross section area, more the cross section area, less the resistance. Remember, तो length of the wire अगर ज़्यादा होगा तो रेजिस्टेंस ज़्यादा होगा, लेकिन क्रॉस सेक्शन एरिया ज़्यादा होगा. दिस इज अ क्रॉस सेक्शन एरिया. ये जो एरिया बोलते हैं इसको बोलते हैं क्रॉस सेक्शन एरिया. इफ क्रॉस सेक्शन एरिया दैट मीन्स द थिकनेस ऑफ द वायर इज more, that means it has got a less resistance. Okay, you can easily logically understand this because resistance depend on the how it resists the flow of electron. So flow of electron को ये छोटा वायर ज़्यादा रेजिस्ट करेगा, यहाँ पे तो बहुत ज़्यादा जगह मिल जाएगी उसको मूव करने के लिए. सो दैट्स वाई मे बी द करंट फ्लोज इन अ बेटर स्पीड इन लार्जर क्रॉस सेक्शन एरिया. देन रेजिस्टिविटी ऑफ द मटेरियल, दैट मीन्स इट डिपेंड ऑन द मटेरियल. जैसे मटेरियल होगा, लेट मी टेल यू, सिल्वर जो होता है, सिल्वर हैज़ गॉट अ वेरी लो रेजिस्टेंस. Okay, very very low, the lowest among all the metals is nothing but silver. So silver considered as a best conductor. Okay, anyway आगे बढ़ते हैं. Temperature of the conductor. If you reduce the temperature it reduces the resistance of the circuit. So less the temperature, less the current flowing through it. More the current flowing through it, less the temperature, more the current flowing through it. That's the reason many of the computers or servers are kept in the AC. I hope you remember that. In your school also there is a server and it is always to be kept in the AC under very low temperature. Okay, so the temperature to be maintained there is nothing but almost 15 degree, 10 degree to 15 degree Celsius. Okay, the reason is this, that it reduces the resistance and server का जो temperature है वो down करके resistance कम करता है, so that थोड़ा सा लोड कम हो जाता है सर्वर पे. ओके, सो गॉट इट. सो द व्हाट आर द फैक्टर्स अफेक्टिंग द रेजिस्टेंस? 4 फैक्टर्स है. एक लेंथ ऑफ द कंडक्टर, एरिया ऑफ क्रॉस सेक्शन, रेजिस्टिविटी ऑफ द मटेरियल मतलब मटेरियल, बेसिकली मटेरियल, एंड फोर्थ वन इज टेम्परेचर ऑफ द कंडक्टर. ओके, सो लेंथ ऑफ द कंडक्टर ज़्यादा हो गया तो रेजिस्टेंस विल बी मोर. ओके, क्रॉस सेक्शन एरिया ज़्यादा हो गया, रेजिस्टेंस विल बी लेस. रेजिस्टिविटी ऑफ द मटेरियल, इट डिपेंड ऑन द मटेरियल पे डिपेंड करता है कि रेजिस्टिविटी ज़्यादा हो गई तो रेजिस्टेंस भी ज़्यादा होगा. एंड टेम्परेचर ऑफ द कंडक्टर, टेम्परेचर ज़्यादा हो गया तो रेजिस्टेंस भी क्या होगा, ज़्यादा होगा. राइट, यू गॉट इट. और टेम्परेचर कम होगा तो रेजिस्टेंस क्या हो जाएगा, बहुत ज़्यादा कम हो जाएगा. यू गॉट द पॉइंट, डिड यू अंडरस्टैंड इट? सो इट्स अ वेरी वेरी सिंपल अप्रोच. आज आपको करना क्या है, सारे न्यूमेरिकल्स कंप्लीट करने. कल का भी कुछ कंप्लीट, इसलिए मैंने आज ज़्यादा नहीं लिया बिकॉज कल का भी आपको बहुत कुछ कंप्लीट करना होगा. मे बी देर वर मैनी स्टूडेंट्स हु डिड नॉट वॉच द वीडियो ऑफ yesterday, so I thought that it should go hand in hand. So it's better I take a less part or less content today Tomorrow we will complete the left out one. Okay, so thank you so much. Bye bye. See you tomorrow.